I would have died for the name Jesus when I was till Yahweh opened my eyes. Yahweh says, I revealed myself unto who the Father will. Yahweh Almighty, O God, who has sundry times gone to my past, diverse manner spoke to the prophets unto the fathers, spoke to the diverse times spoke to the fathers by the prophets. No more prophets. And in the last days, today, in the 21st century also, spoke to us as the bride of Yahweh. How does he speak to us? By his Son, through his Holy Spirit, the Ruach HaKodesh, whom he had appointed heir of all things. Tell me, I just want to know something. The prophets, were they heirs of anything? I don't hear. No. They were not heirs of anything. But Yahweh says he has made Yahushua the heir of everything that he has in heaven and on earth. And what does Yahushua says before he ascended into heaven? Everything that belongs to me, I give unto you. We are heirs of every promise of Abraham. Although we are not circumcised by our flesh, but renewed by our minds and immersed in the name of Yahushua to the forgiveness of their sins. Galatians 3 verse 26 to 29. Go and read it. Alright, he speaks to us through his Son, whom he has appointed heirs of all things, by whom also he made the worlds, the different worlds. Now we have said, according to verse 1 and 2, it means that the position and necessity of a prophet after the death of Yahushua has been fulfilled as so many other titles in the New Testament. In the Old Testament, Yahweh only spoke to Israel through prophets. But according to verse 2, Yahweh Almighty in this last days, today, is speaking to us as the bride of Yahushua by his Son, whom he, Yahweh Almighty, had appointed heirs of all things. Now I say in brackets, it is important to note that the Old Testament prophets were not heirs. They didn't inherit anything. No, they were only the mouthpiece of Yahweh Almighty, informing the nation of Israel what he, that's Yahweh, expected from them, by whom or for whom also he, Yahweh Almighty, made the world. We note the worlds is plural. Earth, world over here, and the heavenly world in heavens, afterlife. In this 21st century's churches and institutions, they are training people to become prophets. To do what? Today in South Africa and in different parts of the world, different churches is training people to become prophets, and that's men and women. To do what? To hear what God is saying to them, who's going to be the prophets. I just want to say, and this prophet course is 3 years, where you will be taught how to hear the voice of God speaking to you. And they will teach you how to prophesy certain things. You know what? I've got a parrot. And my parrot talks like a 3-year-old. It talks in sentences. In Afrikaans. You won't understand if I'm going to say what he says now. But she greets us when we come in. In English, we will sound, hello, Daddy and Mommy. Where have you been? Have you brought me some yummies, sweeties? When she's making a bit of a noise and you will raise your voice, she will just say, don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. So she's got the intelligence of a human. She can have a conversation with you, which she did. She's 5 years old. Now why is she talking in Afrikaans? Because we got her since she was 3 weeks old. She was just starting to get feathers. It is a black cap, a lorry, one of the best spoken birds in the world. So, if this very same bird was raised in India, it would have spoken in an English dialect. Or by a German, it would have spoken German. Why? Because the intellect was conditioned in a certain way and learned to say certain things. And as she grows older and gets more clever and develops the brain a bit more, she can link certain words to certain occasions. Now, what is the church world doing today? I'm talking about the Pentecostals, especially the Charismatics and the Pentecostals. What are they doing? They are teaching people to become prophets. Now with the idea of the third temple that need to be built, they are training priests and high priest in Jerusalem, the institution of Jerusalem, the third temple institution in Jerusalem. They're training priests and high priests. I've just finished the study, the lies of the third temple. Go and watch the study, the lies of the third temple. Go through it. Part 1, start with part 1. Work it through. There's so much information. So what do they do today in churches, or a lot of Pentecostal churches and Protestant and Charismatic churches? They're teaching people how to become prophets. And then to instruct the assembly what God is saying. Why? Why will that happen? Can't ordinary people hear the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, anymore by themselves?